Okay, let's start with abdomen. Among the three tegmata of cockroach, head, thorax, and abdomen, that we are completed the head and thorax, head with 6 segment, thorax with 3 segment, and now that moving with abdomen, abdomen is with 10 segments. Okay, in the 10 segments of the abdomen, what are the different kinds of issues are present that we need to go through? Then before that, I do remember you once again that body of cockroach is covered by scleroid plates. Each and every segment of the cockroach. That means a typical segment of the cockroach is having the four of the set of scleroid plates. There I said to you, the dorsal scleroid plate is called tergum, ventral scleroid plate is called sternum, lateral scleroid plates are called pleuron. Dorsal scleroid plate, tergum, ventral scleroid plate, sternum, and lateral scleroid plates are called pleuron. Okay, so the dorsal scleroid plate, tergum, ventral scleroid plate, sternum, lateral scleroid plate, pleuron are applicable in abdomen also, isn't it? So that means there are 10 segments in the abdomen. That means you will have to find over 10 terga, isn't it? The 10 tergal plates are an abdomen and 10 sternal plates in abdomen, isn't it? But 10th sternum is absent. That 10th segment don't have sternum. They have only tergum. So in that way we say, in case of abdomen, out of 10 segments of abdomen, 10 terga are present, 9 sterna are present here. 10 terga and 9 sterna. That means we need to understand the 10th sternum is absent. Okay. And in case of abdomen, there are some differences in male and female, which they are going to play a crucial role in examination, NEET medical entrance examination. So that's why I made separate and clear view of this particular. That notes is with you, and you need to revise it continuously. As let's see here, in case of male, in case of female, common issues I wrote here. The 10 terga and 9 sterna are present. 10th sternum is absent in both male and female. Okay, when it comes to the male, that 8th tergum in male, 8th and 9th tergum in female are not visible. So if you read separately, in male, 8th tergum is not visible. In female, 8th and 9th tergum are not visible. In case of female, 8th and 9th tergum are not visible. Why? Reason we have. Because they are overlapped by 7th tergum. Because they are overlapped by 7th tergum. Okay, let me say again. 8th tergum in the male, 8th and 9th terga in female are not visible because they are overlapped by 7th tergum. You see all these particular in the cockroach images, but let me complete head, thorax, and abdomen. Then after I'll show the cockroach, the original pictures of the cockroach in different angles. There you'll find all that particular land issues. We'll apply them in the original visuals. We'll apply that particular. For that you have to remember all these things, isn't it? Like male, 8th tergum in female, 8th and 9th tergum are not visible because they are overlapped by 7th tergum. Then next, the second point, the 9 sterna are visible in male. That 9 are present, 9 are visible because as I said already, 10th sternum is absent. But in case of female, we'll find only 7 sterna. Visibility we are talking about. There are 9 sterna are present, but only visible are 7. Why? Because that 7th, 8th, 9th sterna are together form a brood pouch. 7th, 8th, 9th sterna that together they form a brood pouch in case of female cockroach. Okay. So what is the second point here? The 9 sterna in male are visible, but in case of female only 7 sterna are visible because the 7th, 8th, 9th sterna are together they form a brood pouch. That's why we can see only 7 sterna. Okay. Next.
Sir, what is in the brood pouch?
No. Let me complete. Let me complete. In the end, we'll go for doubts.
Okay,
But first of all, let me
okay.
complete. That the 10th tergum extends beyond the posterior end of the body and has a deep notch or groove in the middle of its free end. The middle of its free end, the 10th tergum extends beyond the posterior end of the body. You can see in the diagram. It is both in male and female. You'll find the same. Whenever we are drawing the diagram of cockroach, we use it to draw an abdominal region like this, isn't it? That is the deep notch. That the deep notch is the 10th tergum extend beyond the posterior end of the body, and it has a deep notch or groove. You can see this is the groove, deep notch or groove in the middle of its free end. That's why whenever we draw the abdomen of cockroach, we use it to draw like this. Okay. Next. Then in case of male and female, this is the last year question, anal style. That anal style, in case of male, an unsegmented appendage will find arising from the ninth sternum. That unsegmented appendage, that is anal style. That anal style is present only in the male, that is absent in the female. That you'll get a complete idea of this particular topic when we go to the reproductive system of the male and female cockroaches. There we discuss the brood pouch in detail. There we discuss the remaining issues, but here just a primary information is provided here in this area to learn. That's why it seems to be little bit confusing, but after all the completion of male female reproductive system, that particular meanings of this particular area will come. Okay, so till the time you need to remember as usual like this. So what is anal style? Anal style is an unsegmented or unjointed appendage arises from the ninth sternum of the male, not female. Okay, the question asked previously in the NEET examination, anal style is the characteristic feature of. The options are given: male cockroach, female cockroach, some male earthworm. That earthworm is not having that male and female features, earthworm and frog. In that way, some options are there. So what is our answer there? Anal style is the characteristic feature of male cockroach. So with this anal style, you can recognize that among the cockroaches, who is male, who is female. That means we can say this is a sexual dimorphic character. What is sexual dimorphic character? If you can recognize a particular organism either as male or female by looking towards the external features, if we are able to recognize a particular organism as male or female, what do you say? That is sexual dimorphism. If you are there from the beginning of my classes, I said in Ascaris lumbricoides also, the male Ascaris is curved and short. The female Ascaris posterior portion is straight. The male Ascaris posterior portion is curved. So with that we recognize this is male Ascaris, this is female Ascaris. So what do you say? That is a sexual dimorphic character of the male Ascaris is curved posterior part. Okay. In the same way, if the presence of unjointed, unsegmented appendage which arise from the ninth sternum of the male of the cockroach, that cockroach is definitely male. If you don't find ninth sternum without any anal style, if you don't see any anal style, that is female. So that is a recognition point. What do you say? That technically we say sexual dimorphic character. Okay. So next we are moving with the 10th tergum. You see here that I said it for so many times. Tergum means dorsal side. You should understand. The dorsal scleroid plate is called tergum, isn't it? Ventral scleroid plate is called sternum. That lateral scleroid plates are called pleura. That when I say from the ninth sternum anal style came, what you need to understand, that is from ventral side. Okay. Now we are talking about anal cerci, anal cerci. People pronounce with their comfort. We are pronouncing it as anal cerci. The anal cerci is present in both male and female. That a 15 segmented appendage. How do you recognize when you go to the original, the visual of the cockroach? That a difference between the anal style and anal cerci. Anal style is an unsegmented appendage. You don't find any segments there. But here, a 15 segmented appendage which arise from the 10th tergum, that means dorsal side of the both male and female cockroaches, will find anal cerci. What is anal cerci? Do you know? You'll be surprised over by knowing what is anal cerci. It is like our ears. That means hearing aid of the cockroach. Cockroach can hear with the help of this particular anal cerci only. That means the sound vibrations, whatever we are making, that is go through into the cockroach through this particular anal cerci. So that means this is abdomen, isn't it? Abdomen, posterior part of the abdomen. That means we say simply cockroach is having their ears on the posterior side of the body, not in the head region, isn't it? Okay, so then the
Yes.
15 segmented appendage present in both male and female cockroach arising from the 10th tergum, that is anal cerci. So anal cerci is there in both male and female. What it mean? What it mean? That is, what do you say? The anal cerci is a particular characteristic feature which is there in both male and female. We can't say this as sexual
Yes.
dimorphic character. Whom we call sexual dimorphic character? Anal style. Anal style
Anal
is
style.
called sexual dimorphic character, which is there only in the male but
Male.
cannot be seen in the
Be there in
female.
female.
So please do remember anal style is a sexual
Anal
dimorphic
style.
character which is present only in the male
Anal style.
cockroach, and anal cerci is a particular character
Present.
will find only, sorry, anal cerci is present in both male and female. It
Both
is a
male and female.
jointed appendage. People will get more confusion between the anal cerci and anal style. So let me
Style.
see. Anal style, unsegmented appendage. Anal cerci,
And segment.
segmented appendage. You know
Segmented appendage.
what is appendage? Appendage means outgrowth of the body. We say appendage.
Mm.
Anal style arise from ninth sternum. That means on the ventral side of the ninth segment. Anal cerci arise from 10th tergum. That means dorsal side of the 10th segment. So that with this particular information, we can recognize that when you see the original picture of the cockroach, so where do you find that particular anal cerci and anal style that you can see clearly. Okay, so that will make a session for that particular visuals of the cockroach. Then next, in both male and female, anus is there, that anus or anus. Anus at posterior end of the abdomen in 10th segment. In both male and female, you can see the same. Anus is at the posterior end of the abdomen in 10th segment. Okay. So then in both male and female, there is no difference in both male and female. So now then again, that the difference between the male and female, that we are talking about external genital organs. External genital organs are called as
Organ.
gonapophysis.
Gonad.
External genital organs are called as gonapophysis.
Gonaphysis.
Small chitinous processes, we say gonapophysis. We say in both male and female,
Gonapophysis.
but there are little different here. All the gonapophysis or phallomeres are present in the ninth sternum in case of male. In case of female, that particular gonapophysis are present in ninth and 10th sternum. More details we'll discuss in reproductive system. So till the time, the ninth appendages of ninth sternum in the male, the phallomeres we use it to say particularly in case of male, but NCRT is not differentiated like this. They said generally as gonapophysis. So from the ninth sternum of the male, from ninth and 10th sternum of the female, will find gonapophysis. We see gonapophysis. So that when you see in the textbook here, definitely abdomen is a confusing issue. But I just made a small notes here to explain this particular area properly. I'll go back again. Just watch carefully about the information of the abdomen. We are talking about abdomen is having 10
Abdomen.
segments. And
And
before we enter into the abdomen, before we go into the abdomen, that you people need to know the 10th, each segment of the cockroach is having a dorsal scleroid plate called tergum, and a ventral scleroid plate is called sternum. Then lateral scleroid plates are called pleuron. Lateral scleroid plates are called pleuron. The
Plural.
tergum, sternum, and pleuron. Okay, so tergum, sternum, and pleuron. Dorsal scleroid plate is called tergum. Ventral scleroid plate is called sternum. Lateral scleroid plates are called pleuron. Okay, then How many segments are there in the abdomen? There are 10 segments in abdomen. That in that 10 terga and 9 sterna. 10 tergal plates are present, 9 sternal plates. Then the question rises, what about 10th sternum? That is absent. 10th sternum is absent. Let's see here the issues of abdomen once again. Let me go for that 8th tergum in the male and 8th and 9th tergum in the female. 8th and 9th terga in female are not visible because they are overlapped by 7th tergum, because they are overlapped by 7th tergum. And here in case of male, that 9 sterna are visible. In case of female, 7 sterna are visible. Why? Why? Because 7th, 8th, 9th sterna together are going to form the brood pouch. Details of the brood pouch we'll see in reproductive system. That for that 9 sterna in male, that 7 sterna in female are visible. That for male, what is our answer? Why only 9 sterna are visible? But because we said that is 10th sternum is absent. Then why instead of 9 only 7 are visible in case of female? Because we said 7th, 8th, 9th sterna seems to be one, that is going to form a brood pouch here. How it form brood pouch we'll discuss in female reproductive system. And about the deep notch. The 10th tergum extends beyond the posterior end of the body and has a deep notch or groove in the middle of its free end, a deep notch or groove. So that particular deep notch or groove is visible in all the diagrams when we draw digestive system, respiratory system, wherever external features. We drawn it for so many times, isn't it? So what is it now I am saying? The 10th tergum extends beyond the posterior end of the abdomen, end of the body, and has a deep notch or groove in the middle of its free end. And the very, very important area about unsegmented appendage, that is anal style. Anal style present only in the male. You can't see anal style in the female. That anal style is present on the ventral side. Anal style arises from the 9th sternum. Anal style is an unjointed or unsegmented appendage. Appendage, that means outgrowth of the body, came out from the body. So this is the story of anal style. What is the information we need to remember for anal style? It is an unsegmented appendage or unjointed appendage. It is on ventral side. It arises from the 9th sternum. It is present only in the male. You can't see this particular anal style in the female. The same way, when it comes to the female, we said that is anal style is absent. That 9th sternum is without anal style. Okay. Now let's move towards the anal cerci. Towards the anal cerci. It's a 15 segmented appendage. It is a hearing organ. We'll discuss in nervous system. It is a 15 segmented appendage. It is a hearing organ. It arises from the 10th tergum. That means on dorsal side. It arises from the 10th tergum. That on the dorsal side, it is a 15 segmented appendage. It is a hearing organ, and that what do you say? It is present in both male and female. You can see this in both male and female. Okay, then let's continue. That anus, about the anus or anus. People say some as anus, some as anus. Anus at posterior end of the abdomen in 10th segment. In both male and female, anus is at the posterior end of the abdomen in 10th segment. And about the external genital organs. External genital organs are generally called gonapophyses. We have a small spell mistake here, PHY. Gonapophyses. These external genital organ, what is genital organ? The organs which are related to the reproductive system, we say genital organ. That's why I said over that we'll discuss that in detail in reproductive system of male and female cockroaches. That simply you need to remember at present that genital organs, which are external genital organs, are called gonapophyses, are arising from the 9th sternum in the male and 9th and 10th sternum in the female. 9th and 10th sternum in the female. Here itself we are showing a genital aperture. That means male genital pore. In case of male, that is a 9th sternum. In case of female, that is an 8th sternum. Sternum, that means ventral side. A female genital aperture or female genital pore is present on 8th sternum. Male genital aperture is present on 9th sternum. We repeat this back again in reproductive system also. But you just remember till the time, you just remember this particular area. So this is the abdomen. Definitely you feel a great confusion when you go to the textbook here. All these particular lines you are looking here, all are textbook sentences only, but analyzed and separated in the form of the common features of the both male and female, and the differences between the male and female. I just get separated here, which will be helpful for you to visualize and to make it revise it again and again. Okay, so this is a story of the abdomen. This is a story of abdomen.